Hello everyone, welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial here on this channel. So today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to go about this particular kaftan top. You are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So it's actually a beautiful kaftan. So I just want to start off the drafting from the scratch. Okay, so here I'm making my marks right away, my border lines. So I'm starting this drafting from the shoulder line. This will serve as my center front and it will serve as my center back. So first we are going to draft the center front line. So for the center front line, I want to check what I have on the length. Okay, here I have 24 inches, so I can go by 24 or 25 inches. So the first thing I want to do now is to mark out actually there's no vertical lines that we are going to use to make this particular dress. So we are going to work on our horizontal lines all together. So I'm going to mark out what I have on my neckline. So my natural neckline is 3.25. So I'm going to mark out 3.25. So this neckline is actually my natural neckline for the front. And that of the back, I'll just come down by 1 inch and mark out what I have right there at 1 inch. So I'm going to have this drawn this way. So next I'm going to do is to take my shoulder line. So this is my shoulder. I'll work with 8 inches right here, and here I'm not actually dropping anything because the sleeve is going to continue. We are having a continuation of our sleeve. So the continuation of the from this point, I'm taking my sleeve measurement. So this sleeve measurement is going to stop at 9 inches. Okay, you can also do 10 inches. So from this 9 inches on this straight line, I'm going to connect everything I have from here to the hem. So it's actually a very simple dress. So at this point, you can decide to do this. Okay, I don't want to add more paper to this. You can make an extension of 6 inches like this as you wish. So the point of the matter is that from this point, you are going to measure in the opening at which you are going to pass your hand. Okay, so here I'm going to pass my hand through, and let me do 6 inches. So if 6 inches is too much, you can reduce it. But this is where we have the shoulder line. So I'm looking at what we have right on the thumbnail before the sleeve is like up to 5 inches. Okay, so at that 5 inches from the shoulder line, that means you have to stitch. When you are stitching everything. But there's something I want to do here to make this lap, very well without having some kind of, I want to come down by 1.5 first before I do what I'm doing here. So that means I'm going to connect from my neckline to the 1.5 before I create this. So I'll transfer this shoulder measurement to this point, and that means I'm going to measure the 5 inches, and anything I have from this 5 inches now is going to serve as my sleeve opening. So I'm going to construct the sleeve opening this way. Okay, I'll just make something like this, okay, as the sleeve opening. So like I said, if you want to have that flare effect, you can go ahead and extend from this line. Okay, from this line you can go ahead and make your extension. So if you are making your extension, that means you are going to come up from here. I don't actually want to add more paper to this. You come up by 1 inch or 1.5. Let me do 1.5. and then blend into this like as if you are making a flake. I believe you understand what I'm trying to explain in this illustration. So that is how the pattern for this dress is going to be for front and back. So when you are cutting here, when you are cutting the center front and the center back, you'll be leaving the center front open. Okay, you can see we have an applique design from here to here for center front. And for the back, you are going to sew or cut the back on fold. So that means you are going to cut the back before you cut the front. So I will just pretend I made my extension. And I'll just cut through this line as my extension. So you make extension of your choice. So once I get here, I'm going to cut open. Okay, I'm cutting open into the sleeve. This part is going to be stitched. So another thing is your neckline creation. If you want to go by natural neckline, you can do. If you want to recreate your neckline, it's all your choice. So I don't want to go into the neckline right now. So I'm cutting the back pattern. So this is what you are going to use to cut this particular kaftan dress. So it's as simple as this. So once I place this on pattern now on my fabric, this part, my center back will start from this part. It means I'm going to fold what I have right here. Can you see? I'm folding what I have right here. Okay, so what I have right here will be on fold. So when I'm cutting, I'll place this and cut on fold for the back. Then after cutting, I'll open it up because we are going to have a sort of opening. So if I'm opening up, then it means I will have my button extension right here. That is if I want a button extension. Or if you don't want, you can just sew open and cross with your appliques, as you can see right there on the thumbnail. So that is how to go about this particular dress. And once you wear it, all of this takes the shape of the shoulder, as if it's a drop shoulder, but it's not actually a drop shoulder. So you just bring out your hand from here while this part, you know, flows and falls to the ground, and the more you open up, you have that flare. But if you actually want to have more flare effects, this is what you are going to do. After your extension, just make a line, a straight line on the center line this way. That is if you want to have a flare effect. So I'll just do like a slash and spread. I'll just cut here. So if I cut here now, I'll do what? I'll do like a slash and spread. So if I'm slashing, I'll keep here on my fabric as one. I will now do this. Okay? So you don't need to do that so much, so we don't have a funny shape at this part. So I'll just do this and add a little flare effect. So I believe you understand my explanation to this dress. Okay, so I just wish to have time, okay, to place this on fabric and cut. But if you have done this, please, you can send in your comment on the comment section and tell us how it went. So note that the part you have right here is going to be open. Okay, so your stitches will start. You are stitching here on the side, you are stitching to the end, close up. You are stitching from here to the end, close up. So once your hand goes into this portion, this is where the arm is going to go in. Your arm automatically falls and give you that effect. So thank you very much for coming to this tutorial, and that is how we come to the end of this tutorial. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, Turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends. Drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming, and see you in the next one. Bye.